to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
McCollum against Harden. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's McCollum on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that comes from McCollum's tenacity, because you have to have an edge to get that and-one shot to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for James Harden. And we're late in the season, and coach, both of these teams battling for playoff position. So, does that change your approach at this stage?
Well, no doubt. Obviously, you want to win the game, but you've got to consider your overall postseason situation. Potential matchups, injuries, etc. You might need this win, but if not, then you need to consider just how much to push.
Johnson, good.
Yeah, Johnson is a wing who wants to go inside. He doesn't settle too often.
Pass to Strus. High post Allen. And here is Strus. Shot clock at 6. Allen with the screen for Schroeder. Takes it from 10. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Here's Alexander-Walker. Offered by Mitchell. Took the opportunity when he saw it. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Allen passes to Mitchell. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Back to McCollum. Outside Daniels. Pass to Johnson. And here's McCollum for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Strus passes to Allen. Now, here's Mitchell. Beyond the arc. That one, no good.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Johnson inside. Defended by Allen. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
And he hits the first of 3. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season, he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
Good on the second free throw.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And the Hawks with possession here. The Cavaliers making the shot. Okongwu a screen. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
And checking out some numbers for Jalen Johnson. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership. And he does not disappoint. Alexander Walker. The Hawks again can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And checking out some numbers for James Harden.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated, and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Covered by Mitchell. McCollum left side. Hands it from short range. McCollum's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Back to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mitchell outside. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Atlanta leading by 3. Pass to Johnson. Now Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson kicks to McCollum. From past the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. 14 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Schroeder looking over the floor. It's Allen, top of the key. Strus finds Schroeder. Over McCollum. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Atlanta's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Down low. It's stolen by Strus. And it's Schroeder in the corner. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. It's McCollum on the wing. Johnson, the pass to Okongwu. McCollum outside. Shoots over Schroeder. McCollum, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Now Strus. 5 points in the game. Allen with the screen for Schroeder. Pass to Allen. It's Strus on the wing. And the shot goes in. Strus has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Alexander Walker on the wing. And they call an illegal screen here. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Hawks, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Team Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Sam Merrill comes in for Max Strus. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here's Schroeder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Mitchell's got 5.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Schroeder against McCollum. Outside, Kuminga. Off target with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, so often the catalyst, Schroeder, the recipient of a good pass that time, rewarding his teammates' trust.
Now, here's Kuminga. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Poke loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Right side, Kuminga. Pass to McCollum. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Merrill with the ball. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. And it's Mitchell missing.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Johnson, the pass to McCollum. Okongwu with a screen on Schroeder. And stolen by Mobley. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 16. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And the Hawks lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Mitchell against Daniels. Pass to Merrill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here's Okongwu. Still without a basket.
Well, the defense has to know Okongwu isn't going to back off. He's ready to get physical inside.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Evan Mobley. Ellis comes in for Mitchell, and Porter subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Hawks, Gay's checked in. And Zachary Rizachet is subbed in for Dyson Daniels. The first free throw is good.
Well, when you watch Onyeka Okongwu, he's a guy who rebounds, scores, improves his game, and he's still got a lot of room to grow.
Good on both. Here is Porter. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Merrill. Ellis outside. And he's good on the three ball. Ellis has got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Very accurate shot from Keon Ellis. You can tell he's putting up plenty of those in practice.
To the paint. Here's Gay. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here's Allen. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Merrill. Porter in the corner. Over Vincent. Gay with the rebound.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Vincent with it. Porter's there. Now Rizachet misses from short range. To the inside. Rizachet with the steal. Pass to Kuminga. Inside. Here's Gay. Now Vincent. Here's the three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that's a nice assist for Rizachet. Playmaking will be key in his development.
Here's Merrill. Guarded by Rizachet. And Cleveland turns it over again.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Ellis. Rizachet with it. From downtown. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. CJ McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Porter is out there with Sam Merrill. Then there's Wade. Then there's Allen. And it's Ellis at the three. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's defended by Merrill. 4 on the clock. Fires the three. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got 5 points so far.
And over the years, Kuminga's shown a lot of improvement with his ability to catch and shoot.
Down low. Porter passes to Allen. That one goes in. Allen's got his first 2 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Gay, and it's sent back by Allen.
What a rejection. Allen standing tall. That's how you protect the rim.
Pass to Porter. Wade outside. Now here's Allen. 16 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Atlanta leading by 3. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's defended by Merrill. Pass to Gay. Here's Ricochet. Nothing on the board. Over Ellis. And it's Ricochet missing. And it's Porter with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And here is Ellis, guarded by Ricochet. Wade dishes to Allen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The shot by Wade, no good. Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back over to you, Kevin.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Rebound by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Here is Porter following the bucket by the Hawks. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And now, please welcome to the court, the Powerhouse Dance Team.
A different look now for Cleveland. Max Strus comes in for Ellis. And it's James Harden in for Porter. Jalen Johnson's checked in for the Hawks. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Harden attacking. Nice move. Here's Allen. And he makes that one. Allen's got 4 this quarter. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
That's certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Merrill. Pass to Harden. Wade sets the pick for Harden. Kicks it out to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Allen slamming it down.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's defended by Merrill. Johnson outside. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily fallen for him.
Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. And Merrill has it in the corner. There's the pick. Here's Strus. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Now, Vincent. Johnson, a wide open look, sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
Harden outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. You take a look at Alexander Walker, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, Donovan Mitchell. He's in that same group. Another player that shoots extremely well from the free throw line.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Cleveland. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Dyson Daniels comes in for Rizachet. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Vincent. Now, here's Mitchell. He has 7. Back to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Cavaliers making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Here's McCollum. He's got 16. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. And here is Okongwu. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Sometimes Okongwu can finesse his way around you in tight. He's got nice touch around the bucket.
Harden looking it over. Laid outside. To the paint. Stolen by McCollum. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Pass to Alexander Walker. Harden against McCollum. Johnson with a screen on Harden. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Daniels against Strus. Up top, Nance. Pass to Strus. Back to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected and stolen by Okongwu. Outside Daniels. Johnson outside. Now here's Okongwu. And it's McCollum in the corner. Okongwu with the screen for McCollum. That shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Was shots good from Nance.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill.
Mitchell outside. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Tomlin's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kuminga's checked in. Mitchell against Daniels. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good D by Harden. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Tomlin, and he dunks it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 18. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu with a screen on Mitchell. Daniels passes to Okongwu. It's Strus on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Strus has got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Pass to Tomlin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Mitchell outside. Here's Tomlin. 5 points in the game. Harden outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to McCollum. Johnson kicks to Okongwu. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. .15 seconds left now here in the second. McCollum against Harden. One second left. Oh, Harden with a good look down low.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hey, folks, let's get right to it. How about James Harden? He's having himself a game.
They let him get comfortable at that arc. He's scoring at will. If he does that in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat, Ernie.
I mean, he changes the game from out there, no doubt about it. And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Bucks. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
The Cavaliers leading by 8. On the court right now for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum, and it's Daniels in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot. Mitchell finds Harden. Over McCollum. Harden's shot is off.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. McCollum looking it over. Here's Okongwu. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. Strus against Daniels. Here's Harden. Mobley wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Daniels. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from McCollum.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Mitchell kicks to Harden. Wound up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. Takes a step back. McCollum outside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shooter.
Harden outside. It's up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's around 18 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And look, with Jalen Johnson, the talent's always been there, the versatility. But what he's really worked on is the consistency with his shooting and taking care of the ball.
That one is no good. Cleveland leading by 13. Here's Mitchell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 8. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. That one misses. Good work defensively by Harden.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Mobley outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Okongwu grabs the board.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Alexander Walker finds Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Over Harden. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Strus. Mitchell wide open. And the 3 ball is good. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
McCollum against Harden. Alexander Walker with the ball. He has yet to score. Here's Johnson. Here's Okongwu. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. McCollum against Harden. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. To the paint. Puts it up from 7. And Mobley finishes inside. Mobley's got 5.
A lot of focus on the part of Mobley. Gets great position, feet set, and lets it fly.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Let's see it.
With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. We'll look at Cleveland. They've had a great season, and we'll look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Hawks, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are,
They're locked into a top spot. Definitely happy they're above the play-in game. And, boy, they've worked hard to be in this position.
Now, here's Okongwu. He has 6. Pass to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now here's Harden. 14 points for him. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And it's Mitchell missing. The Hawks trail by 19. McCollum outside. Pass to Daniels. And here is Okongwu. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And here's Johnson outside. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Mobley. Harden with it. Now defended by McCollum. It's stolen by Johnson. Daniels against Strus. Pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. On the wing, Johnson. Shoots over Mobley, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Johnson's got 10 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Harden outside, fires away from way outside. Atlanta with the rebound. McCollum outside. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Harden. McCollum against Allen. Now McCollum, 22 points for him. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 13. To end the cold streak, the Cavaliers with another miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 17. Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Into the lane. Three-pointer, Daniels. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
The Hawks trail by 19. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Kept alive by Atlanta. Okongwu with a screen on Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson outside. There's the 3. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Strus passes to Mitchell. Fires from deep. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to McCollum. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. In the 3rd spot, Dyson Daniels.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Wade, he's checked in for Max Strus. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Okongwu. And Zachary Rizachet is subbed in for Daniels. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Let's give it to Cleveland welcome to the 10-through hot squad. Let's give it to Cleveland welcome to the 10-through hot squad.
A different look now for Cleveland. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Evan Mobley. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, Gaze checked in, and it's Buddy Hield in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Wade surveying the D. Hield against Mitchell. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Hawks trail by 19. Kuminga finds Rizachet. It's Allen on the wing. Guarded by Rizachet. Allen passes to Schroeder. Now, here's Mitchell. D right on him. For 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Hield can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. We know Dennis Schroeder is a great pro, Stan, but he might be even better playing internationally.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, and there's a few guys like that. We saw it with Dennis Schroeder, that when they're playing for their country, maybe it's the role they have or the confidence that their teammates and coaching staffs have in them at that level, but Dennis Schroeder takes over when he's playing for Germany.
Here's Vincent following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Down low. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Benson with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Hield outside. Stolen by Allen. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The Hawks trail by 21. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Vincent. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gay. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jared Allen.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Cavaliers making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now here's Schroeder. It's Strus on the wing. Over Rizachet. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Sam Merrill. Max Strus is out there with Wade. Then it's Harden. And it's Tomlin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Vincent. Cans it from downtown. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Here's the screen. The three from Harden. Kept alive. Oh, and the jam high wave. What a play.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Alexander Walker. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
They get it back over to the left wing. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Harden finds Wade. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. And it's Strus missing. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Vincent, guarded by Harden. Pass to Alexander Walker. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Tomlin. Harden outside. To the inside. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Atlanta. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Rizage with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. They set the screen. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Pass to Merrill. Harden outside. Takes the 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Gay. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gay's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Harden outside. Lays it up off the glass.
And one of the top scorers in the game, Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
Now Rizage. Going inside. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Here they come, fans. It's your powerhouse team.
switch here. McCollum's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now here's Mitchell, defended by Alexander Walker. Mobley, a screen on McCollum. And it's Schroeder missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Johnson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Rizichet. Lobbed up there for Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Now here's Mobley. For three, Mitchell. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. McCollum outside. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. The three. Cavaliers with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. Bruce against McCollum. Schroeder outside. Mobley sets the pick for Schroeder. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And they find Kuminga in the corner.
Cleveland leading by 10. And here is Mitchell. Schroeder outside. Allen, a screen on McCollum. 6 to shoot. There's Schroeder. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Mobley outside. Schroeder with a screen on Kuminga. Mobley with the bounce pass. Strus finds Allen. Back to Strus. Mobley outside. And another miss by Cleveland. The Hawks trail by 8. McCollum outside. Back to Rizichet. Shoots from 12. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists here tonight. And so here's Cleveland. Now, here's Mitchell. Who's in the corner. Mobley outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Mitchell left side. Back to Schroeder. Allen with the screen for Schroeder. To the paint. That's good from Allen on the assist by Schroeder. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Well, how many times have we seen Schroeder succeed in this action? He knows every way to create out of the pick and roll.
After Rizichet. Six on the shot clock. And here's McCollum from deep. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Johnson.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Schroeder outside. bangs home the trifecta.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The Hawks trail by 11. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers Houston team.
James Harden, he's checked in for Cleveland. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Rizachet. Johnson outside. Okongwu a screen. He takes it in. Oh, what a play inside.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Now Okongwu. Oh, off the glass.
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You got to love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
McCollum against Harden. Mitchell outside. Now Harden. It's Allen. Clock at 4. Lays it in off the window.
Well, the numbers are talking. Harden with a huge night, showing great versatility.
McCollum against Harden. Johnson outside. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Dyson Daniels. The three is off. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Now Mobley. Harden outside. Now Strus. Now Mitchell. Harden outside. Oh, Harden so strong from distance.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for James Harden.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
James, night in and night out, this team comes ready to perform. What does this win say about your collective focus?
We've had that same mentality all year long. You know, whether it's bad record teams or guys in and out the lineups, we just had a mindset all season that this year was going to be special. And so, you You know, no matter who it is we play, we go out there and just try to compete at a high level and win as many games as we can.
It's about you, not the opponent. You got that right. Thanks, James.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present the player of the game, James Harden.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. We have two teams with very high hopes for the postseason. Here we go. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the small forward. Now here's Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Strus. No good, off the front rim. Outside Mitchell. Outside for Harden. McCollum with a steal. Down low. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Harden. Four on the clock. Here's the teardrop. Ooh, poked away.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
McCollum, the pass to Johnson. Now Daniels. For 3, McCollum knocks down the triple.
Well, that's part of what makes McCollum a great player. He can find a way to score off the ball.
Outside Strus. Back to Harden. McCollum with a steal. Pass to Johnson. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the pick. Here's Alexander Walker to the left side wing. 6 to shoot. And the Hawks with another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
And we show you the best defenses in the NBA since the break. Number 5, the Hawks.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mobley passes to Strus. Three-pointer, Harden sends it home from three-point land.
He saw he had an opening, and Harden took it.
Harden against McCollum. Daniels left side. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Mobley. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Allen outside. Harden, the pass to Mobley. Now here's Mitchell. Mobley on a screen to the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. The Hawks lead by 5. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Now McCollum. On the wing, Daniels. Johnson a screen on Strus. Shot is up. Daniels misses. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Well, they have to stay aggressive, but protecting the basketball is at the top of the whiteboard. There's a balance.
Here's Alexander Walker. After the basket by Cleveland, Daniels passes to Johnson. McCollum on the wing. Here's the three. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Right side Mitchell. The shot, no good. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Johnson finds McCollum. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. The 3 ball. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Harden. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Oh, nice D from McCollum.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Deflects the pass. McCollum drives in. Good on the shot. McCollum's got 11 points.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Harden against McCollum. On the wing, Mitchell. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game.
And That was just fantastic balance from Allen right there. Taking the contact well and just fighting through it all.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Wade, he's checked in for Strus.
At the line for Cleveland.
What's up?
Jared Allen. Shooting. 1.
That free throw good from Allen. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risachet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Now here's Daniels. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Harden surveying the D. Here's Allen. Outside for Harden. Rebound Atlanta.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Pass to Wade. Outside Mitchell. Now here's Mobley. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
For 3, McCollum. Pure from three-point range. McCollum's got 14.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Harden. Pass to Allen. Now here's Mitchell. On the wing, Wade. Outside Harden. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
The one thing we know for sure about Harden, he does not shy away from contact.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. Pass to Okongwu. On the wing, Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Back to Mobley. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For the Cavaliers, Ellis comes in for Mobley. And it's Merrill in for Donovan Mitchell. Atlanta leading by 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Brian, back to you.
All about that connection. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Ellis. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Harden, the pass to Ellis. And he gets it to go. And it's now only a 5-point Hawks lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Risachet. Here's the pick. Outside Heel. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3. And the Hawks lead by 8.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Harden from outside. The rebound by Atlanta.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Rizachet. Fires the 3. And it's Merrill who clears it away. The Cavaliers have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Allen, the pass to Merrill. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Ellis. Off target with the 3. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. From deep. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a change for the Hawks. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Vincent. Cleveland on D, trailing by 8. Outside heel. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gay. Stolen by Ellis. Now here's Schroeder. Rizachet covering. Here's Schroeder. Over Rizachet. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Atlanta up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
Keon Ellis is out there with Dean Wade. Then there's Sam Merrill. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Hield passes to McCollum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Schroeder.
Well, McCollum is very knowledgeable about how to draw a whistle. That's what veterans do in this league.
The free throw drops for McCollum. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And McCollum drops them both.
The one thing you love about C.J. McCollum, it's that high basketball IQ. He is just so clever on the floor.
Schroeder passes to Allen. Here's Wade. Pass to Ellis. Merrill outside. Outside Schroeder. Clock at 6. And no good. Rizachet with some nice D. Now here's Heel. Not a lot of room. Now Risache. He's guarded by Ellis. Outside Kuminga. McCollum against Schroeder. Elbow shot. McCollum's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Pass to Schroeder. Now Allen. Here's Wade. Still no points. Allen, left side. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And here's Schroeder outside. Rebounded by Hield. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Man, it's like he's jumping off a trampoline. Kuminga that time going high for the jam.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to Ellis. Stop the drought. And the three-pointer goes. Ellis has got his second bucket on the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Cleveland making a change here. Strus has checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Kispert's checked in for Hield. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Schroeder passes to Wade. Now Strus. Allen a screen. His first shot attempt. Strus with the bucket. Strus has gotten his first points of the night.
He's showing a lot of confidence in his ball handle. Going to the crossover to free himself up. Ooh, I love it.
Kispert outside. Pass to McCollum. The three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
And here's Schroeder. Coming off a 22-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
Nails it from 3.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Schroeder against McCollum. Outside Risache. And there's McCollum on the assist from Risache. Risache's got his third assist of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Pass to Merrill. And here's Strus outside. McCollum pulls it in. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Kispert on the wing. Covered by Merrill. And he makes it. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
You know, with a league-wide focus on three-point shooting, Corey Kispert should feel good about his job security, Tim.
Yeah, sharpshooters are always going to be in demand, Brian, and that's Kispert's primary role. But he's also become an efficient finisher at the rim.
Here's McCollum after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. To the inside, Risache. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, great look for Risache. Close in, gets it done.
Now here's Schroeder. Yet to see a basket. Merrill outside. Back to Schroeder. Jacks up a 3. Gay with a rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Now here's Strus. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Getting established positioning inside. Once Allen has this, he is a threat to score.
Here's McCollum. It's a 14-point game. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
onto the floor is your head through hot squad. Show some love. Time to get down, fans. On their way to the floor is your head through hot
A different look for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Merrill, and it's Harden in for Schroeder. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Gay. Jalen Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Daniels is checked in for Risache. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. Daniels outside. Now here's Alexander Walker. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
Now here's Harden. They trail by 14. Gets the three to fall.
A lights-out three-point shooter. Harden loves to take and make them.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's closely guarded. McCollum's shot is off. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Daniels outside. McCollum against Harden. From outside the arc. McCollum with another miss. Cavaliers trail by 9. Strus with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
And the first one at the line is good. Nance, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Strus drops them both.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Outside Alexander Walker. Now Okongwu. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Wade. Back to Harden. And here's Mitchell. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Nance with the slam.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
McCollum taking his time here. Now here's Alexander Walker. Checked by Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Daniels has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Outside Mitchell. Back to Harden. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, BA. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Tomlin's checked in for Nance. And a change for the Hawks. Kuminga's checked in. Pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson on the wing. Picked up by Okongwu. Johnson passes to Okongwu. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside. Now here's Alexander Walker. The kick out to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Kuminga, covered by Strus. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Harden. Just 4 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Perfect from the field this quarter. Gotta wonder how long he can sustain it.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Now Kuminga. Okongwu, a screen on Strus. To the paint. Kuminga finds Okongwu. The shot. Strus grabs the miss. Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Tomlin. Outside Harden. Now Strus over Kuminga. Strus' shot is off. 1:56 left to play in the first half. And he lobs it up. Atlanta gets it back. Okongwu with the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Cleveland has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. On the wing, Harden, covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Tomlin. Here's Wade. Mitchell, a screen on Johnson. Here's Wade. Johnson with the defensive effort. Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Harden. Jumps up, and Harden with the slam.
And you can see Harden is feeling it, which is why he's being so aggressive on offense.
Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Now here's Kuminga. 6 points for him. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, that was a very well-designed set, and it resulted in a dime from Jalen Johnson.
Outside for Mitchell. Beyond the arc. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Kuminga. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Daniels passes to Kuminga. 3-pointer. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pass to Harden. There's the drive. On the wing, Wade. From the arc. The shot, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly opened it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Atlanta on top. They're up by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
welcome everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Bucks. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off, Eastern Time.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
The Hawks lead by 6. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 5. Here's McCollum. No good that time. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Alexander-Walker. Harden against McCollum. Right side, Harden. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Harden's got 18.
Tough bucket by Harden. A creative finisher near the hoop.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Outside, Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's McCollum. Offensive rebound. Ooh, the pump fake. Kept the D off balance, gave him room to work. McCollum's got 23 points. Pass to Allen. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
The Hawks lead by 6. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Daniels outside. With the teardrop. Okongwu, a screen on Mobley. Johnson with a bucket. And it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. And it's Allen who slams it home.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Daniels outside. To the inside. It's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Stolen by Daniels. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Harden against McCollum. To the middle. And stolen by Mobley. Strus against Daniels. Strus the pass to Harden. To the paint. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, when Harden isn't scoring, he's setting up his teammates.
Atlanta leading by 4. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. can check out the story for James Harden.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Johnson against Mobley. McCollum, the pass to Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. 4 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. The bank shot, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget, he's Milwaukee tough. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And Cleveland has possession. The Hawks getting their last shot to go.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. On the wing, Daniels. There's the screen by Johnson. Daniels finds McCollum. Shoots over Harden. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Now here's McCollum. Give him 23. Johnson on the wing. Picked up by Okongwu. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. Good D by Mobley. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Allen, the pass to Harden. Cleveland working the ball around now. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Strus. Pass to Mitchell for the lead. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Right side, Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. Okongwu, a screen on Allen. Here's Daniels. The jumper from the wing, off target. Here's Cleveland. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Strus the pass to Harden. And Mobley throws it down.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
Now here's Alexander Walker, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. Harden against McCollum, outside for Mitchell. And here's Strus outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 9th assist of the game now. Hawks trail by 5. McCollum outside. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Here's Alexander Walker. And he slams it in one-handed.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the 2-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Oh, got a piece of it. McCollum outside. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Stolen by Mobley. On the wing, Strus. Banked it in off the glass. Strus has got his third basket on the night right there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Their focus just isn't there, giving up 4 points off turnovers.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Kuminga comes in for Okongwu. And it's Rizachet in for Daniels. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trey, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
You got a dance like everyone watching.
Vincent's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Firing up the 2K leaderboard. The NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. Second, the Cavaliers.
And over the last month, they've been incredibly efficient from the field. That means they're getting guys shots in their sweet spots.
Atlanta on D. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Allen. Allen a screen to the inside. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's Kuminga for three. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Wade. Pass to Allen. It's stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
And he drops the first. So he makes both from the line. Now the Cavaliers with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Intercepted. And they're on the run. Johnson passes to Vincent. Pass to Rizachet. Johnson on the wing. Defended by Harden. Clock at 4. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Alexander Walker. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Merrill, he's checked in for Cleveland. Schroeder comes in for Harden. Atlanta also making some changes. Gay comes in for Johnson, and Hield is subbed in for Alexander Walker. trail by 6. Outside heel. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
And you watch Buddy Hield, Tim, a 6'4", sharp shooting guard. Some similarities to your game.
Well, he gets those threes up at a rate I could only dream about back when I played, BA. The green light that shooters play with these days, I tell you what, it must be nice.
Now here's Vincent. Still without a bucket. Pass to Rizachet. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. With only one game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You look at the Cavaliers. They've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now. And, of course, the Hawks, they're in 5th place right now.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they have nothing to worry about tonight, and that is a tremendous blessing. No risk at this point of them slipping into the play-in, so it's full speed ahead to the playoffs for them.
Ellis is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Now Schroeder. Merrill outside. Allen, the pass to Merrill. Cleveland working the ball around now. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Wade. The 3 is up. The rebound by Atlanta. 1:11 left in the third. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Schroeder. Here's Wade. Ellis outside. Back to Allen. Oh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Vincent. 32 seconds left in the third. Left side Hield. To the wing on the left. Shoots. And Atlanta misses again. Cleveland leading by 4. Now here's Merrill. Allen finds Schroeder to end the drought. Knocks down the long J. And there's the lob. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And so it's Cleveland closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. James Harden out there with Sam Merrill. Then there's Dean Wade. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Tomlin in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
McCollum with it. He's picked up by Merrill. Pass to Hield. And there's a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
And here's Harden. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Vincent's checked in for Heel. That's good from Harden. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Now here's McCollum. Not going to go that time. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Cleveland leading by 11. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
A master of attracting contact. Harden just takes pride in fooling defenders and getting those calls.
That's good from Harden.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Beards led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
Harden hits them both.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
Down low. Here's Gay. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Outside Harden. That one falls. Harden's got 9 points now in the second half.
It's impressive how Harden makes room inside. He finds a way to navigate the shots.
Pass to Rizachet. Fires from deep. No luck on that one.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
Right side Harden. Merrill outside. No good from outside. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 13.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risachet's future in this league.
Pass to Harden. Uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's Risachet. Pass to Vincent. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Here's Harden. Merrill outside. Back to Harden. Up and over McCollum. Harden misses.
Well, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Tomlin. Mobley comes in for Wade. Mitchell's checked in for Merrill. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Harden. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson's checked in. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Outside Strus. Mobley finds Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mobley. Ricochet with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. Pass to McCollum. Johnson a screen on Schroeder. For 3, McCollum. And Atlanta misses again.
Well, he was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Outside Mitchell. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Lex, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
Hawks trail by 15. Here's Alexander Walker. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be Evan Mobley. Merrill, he's checked in for Cleveland.
One shot.
And what Jalen Johnson brings to the floor is energy and unselfishness. He works hard out there every single night, and he's all about team.
Now here's Mitchell. Merrill outside. Outside Mitchell. Fires for 3. From outside, Mitchell is good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Outside Johnson. Now here's Daniels. He's covered closely. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Mitchell. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. McCollum outside. Back to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now McCollum. This one for 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Mitchell. Merrill outside. Back to Mitchell. Allen a screen. 6 to shoot. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Okongwu. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Here's Alexander Walker. Buries it from 3.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Schroeder against McCollum. Cleveland working the ball around now. Schroeder passes to Mobley. He can't get that one to fall. Johnson with the defensive effort. Hawks trail by 12. Pass to McCollum. To the middle. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Man, that was impressive. Johnson can flat out fly.
Merrill outside. Back to Mitchell. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now here's Okongwu. Allen defending. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And you could argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
Free throw good, Okongwu. The Cavaliers lead by 7. Mobley outside. Allen outside. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to McCollum. Now Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Now here's Daniels. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here we go. Mitchell with the ball. Now Alexander Walker defending. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And for Allen, it's about getting to his spots. When he's doing this, he's capable of catching fire.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Mobley against Johnson. Now here's Okongwu. Defense is right there. 5 on the clock. Jalen Johnson. Harden with a rebound. Cleveland leading by 9. Outside Mobley. Stolen by Daniels. Now McCollum. Book him! It goes!
And the offense has just flowed through McCollum all night, whether that's finding people or repeatedly attacking like he does right there.
Now here's Harden. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 13-5 run. McCollum against Harden. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Hawks trail by 9. McCollum outside. 1:24 left in the fourth. Now Johnson. Oh, unanswered slam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Strus outside. Harden against McCollum. Allen with a screen on McCollum. Harden! Oh, off target from downtown. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. And Atlanta with possession here. They trail by 7. McCollum fires!
And right there, the instincts of Harden helping him on D.
Oh, he can't connect from long distance. Now Allen. Okongwu with the rebound.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
McCollum against Harden. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, and they overcame every one.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, congratulations on the win. What do you take away from this game as you move forward?
We just got to be locked in and more focused. Tonight, I think we had too many turnovers. We got to watch film and see what they did to make us turn the ball over and just overall be better.
Those turnovers will eat you alive come playoff time, as you know. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jared Allen.